Magic?
Look, you think you're a Death Coast. I'm giving you a chance.
I don't think.
So you know that you're a bad one. But we have got ourselves our third map, and the dubstep drop could mean only one thing. A rush is on the cards. It's a B rush as well, my favorite. Let's crank up the tune. Oh.
Never mind, it's all right. We can work with this. I'll make some noise. Yeah,
okay, we're not going to do that. Fiku and Groovy are going to frag out. Okay, just Fiku, excuse me. Groovy, not necessary just yet. Tucking in to that closed corner. And with the lights go down, the frags come out. Nade does force Kenny into a more passive line. Groovy still tucked in there. One stray bullet. One inquisitive wallbang, but Fiku's not done. Give him the fourth. Hunter's just around the corner. Well, they tested B. That might be enough to deter them for a good few rounds, I imagine. Fiku's looking very sharp, and he's spotted another. Wow. Damn, son.
Okay, well, Amanex on the other side of the map is
no armor.
Yeah, the ace probably not going to be coming through for Fiku here, as Ferlin will be the first individual to deal with Amanek and this dirty lurk.
Dirty lurk.
Oh, nice little camera transition there, isn't it? Amanek seeing if he can find anything, any kills, any Kevlar, whatever he can take away from the CT side here, because the round, highly unlikely he wins this one. If he does, I'll drink my coffee.
You wouldn't dare.
There's one sip, please, Chad. Oh.
There it is.
Oh, he's got it.
He does have a nice knife.
4 more to find.
Skeleton knife, is it? Is that the one?
That's the one.
Really?
I like
very
the
Look at the nade! It's perfect! Amanek could maybe have hit something to convert that. 20 seconds. He continues to try and take as much as he can away. This duel with Fiku could be the ace.
Give him the ace,
Give
boys.
it to him.
The ace.
Give it to him.
Go, Fiku.
A career ace on the cards, and Fiku takes it.
Big stuff.
Big stuff. Big event, and he's got them all 5 on that pistol round. So congratulations to him. It's a big pickup. It's certainly a nice consolation prize, considering playoffs are no longer on the cards. We'll see how that started. Great precision. And I really like the frag onto Hunter as well. All of them really pretty. Look at that one, just on the edge of the smoke.
Do that with your P2K, Alex.
Off Amanek. Yeah, I don't know. I'm starting to kind of give up on my P2K project. Oh, and that smile looks like Christmas morning. Oh, Christmas morning.
Sweet.
I love that. I absolutely love that. I could watch that again and again.
Humans,
That's warmed my
happiness,
heart.
amazing. It's gorgeous. And this could be an issue. Berlin's bailing him out as best he can. Yeah, support's now here. There's a bit of damage done. MHL's low. And Amanek, all he knows is ramp. Loves it over here. The CT side, he prowls it all day long. I don't think I can say the word prowl without like leaning into a bit of a toss sort of, you know, impression. And yeah, down he goes. So, well handed in by x-kom, only losing Ferlin. I thought MHL was done for, but no. All sorted. No worries. How'd you really fancy playing some Vertigo?
I'm going to play some Counter-Strike.
Yeah.
If we get a relatively decent finish, we could maybe squeeze in a game. Chad might be down if Rush is in.
Don't try and leverage me live on air.
It usually works.
He's got you then, and he found you out.
All right, guns are out now for G2. Round number 3 underway. AK-47s for all 5 members, and a bit of a slower approach. We might see that mid-utility come out on the back of Amanek to net control of the construction area. And it won't be the A go, it'll be the B push.
Nice. Fiku's denying that, liking his B presence. And you can see just how close that flank is. Like this new Vertigo, I do think we haven't quite seen the be-all and end-all of this B containment, because you can see, just by doing that deep smoke, it kind of forces the defense to be, ooh, he spotted something on the jump. It's Kenny's head.
They still have a good amount of utility left.
Yeah, look how many incendiaries they're sitting on.
Yeah, Scarish can use his nades now over towards B because he swapped out positions. So he's floating around towards middle now. Can help out if there's any pressure. There won't be.
MHL's going to flash for his contact. Now it comes in, weapons equipped, and the frags aren't quite as easy as they could have been. Quick, wide spacing from G2 makes sure there's no damage to be particularly concerned about. 5 on 4 as they advance. They've got time, 45 seconds. MHL only with the FAMAS. He can hope for some good damage. He unloads his clip. Hunter brought down just even lower. And this will be the go.
Time's getting a problem now.
27, they've got to make a move soon. The smoke's lit a battlefield, the bomb site. Jax does find MHL above that. Groovy gets a fair amount of damage, so Hunter was low, but it doesn't seem to matter. He is proficient, and then some of that position always around short. We saw him being quite masterful. And even though, yes, the time was low, they seem to have kept themselves in check. That Molotov from Fiku never found the right place to be put into to maybe hinder a plant. And as the time ticks, it looks all but a lost cause here for the CTs.
Now, it was a bit of a bonus scenario there with a couple of carried across weapons, but the money's still not fantastic. So Askarish and Fiku, they're going to think better of limping on in and seeing what they can get done against the 5 standing G2 members. Askarish could have considered hanging around to try and use that MP9. Look, they are actually pushing a little bit more forward. So wanting to find a gun on the way out. Smoke to potentially hold the T's around, keep them interested. There's no time for the defuse. They're not fooling anybody with that one right there. But just some nades to see if they can do any last-minute damage. But none will be netted. So having a look here, Ago will have to scrap together a buy. Askarish could drop a gun or drop that MP9. Fiku could drop a FAMAS. They definitely could go for a buy here if they want to contest early against that of G2.
I have to admit that the T's didn't think their uniform through. You know, you're going towards a construction site. Why are you wearing collared shirts and
well, you got to get
waistcoats?
They had to get in the building first.
Oh,
so.
were they pretending to be like wait staff or something?
Well, because we're in the city, right? They wanted to be able to walk through the city. This is the law of Vertigo.
Yeah.
They wanted to be able to walk through the city unnoticed, obviously with their gym bags because they like to work out.
Yeah.
And then they broke into the building.
Got it.
It's just curious. What are they doing with the building, you know?
I don't know. I was looking up the lore, and Vertigo is based on a skyscraper that was under construction and centered the conflict between the CT and T teams. That doesn't really, you know, I want a little,
yes, okay. The
something.
CT and T teams, I see.
Yeah, I really...
The defense and attack, as it were.
Oh. Give me some lore. Whoever,
We could make it.
I'd really like someone to come with a really creative backstory.
Oh, I bet Rush has come up with a creative backstory for Counter-Strike. Rush, you like the lore and things, don't you?
I do like a bit of lore, yes. Basically, what I can kind of tell from the game is that they're terrorist people and they're not nice people. Sometimes you play as them, which makes things very confusing. But the CTs, basically, their role is to stop the terrorists from planting the bomb in the various places. And this is we're on the 51st story here of the Vertigo building.
What's valuable about this building?
Well, basically, as you can see over here, we got these boxes. You don't want to know what's in those boxes. That's government secrets that they have to contain.
So Area 51?
Exactly. That's actually Area 52. This is the place, but the battleground, and the battleground's coming into MHL. I don't think it's going to get much done. Jackson in a forward position. Groovy's coming up. He gets taken down. This could get messy, though, but Kenny S for the equalizer and take it away. It's all good over here.
He's getting bold, isn't he?
Oh, I do enjoy it. Probably more than I should.
It is going to be save time, though, for the CTs. The M4 is the precious goods they probably want to keep with them.
I thought it was the cargo for Area 51.
Well, that's on the A
so what's on B?
site. Well, that's we don't know.
I reckon that's where I think all those boxes are full of... Yeah. It's a lifetime supply of chibis and weebies.
Oh, it's the chibi weebies.
So the CTs want to protect the chibis and weebies.
Gotta wear a mask.
Of course. And
don't
wash your hands with hydrochloric acid, guys. Not
soap. Soap will do.
Soap's fine. Not
antibacterial
acid.
Sort of stuff. Really useful. Yeah.
Even just some water sometimes is not bad if you don't have anything else.
Really at a pinch. But yeah.
Maybe get some lime or some lemon. Mix that in.
Smells nice.
Bit of acidic going on there. No weapons, no drugs or alcohol, no music, no explosion, no tank tops or shorts, and no fun. Okay, well, I don't know if we want to be working on this construction side. As we get back underway, round 5 of the game will be the full buy from Ago, as Askarish will still be holding on to that MP9. Aggression over towards B site once again, wanting to take away as much territory as they can early. And this time, 3 members postured forward over to the ramp as they push on down quietly. This could get messy.
Could do. Let's see what he does with it. That's nice. Trade comes in, though. Kenny now called into action, and Kenny's there. So far, the ramp aggress didn't really work as well as they'd hoped.
Yeah, doing that dry is very risky, but the fact it was so quiet and nobody was picking, maybe x-kom, Ago thought nobody was home, and now they're a man down. They don't really have any territory to speak of, and they're having to go with a gamble stack over towards the A side of things. Now, Jax and Kenny will progress forward, and MHL2, we're about to have a head-on-head duel again, and Jax looking sharp as ever. Takes the head off MHL. Nade into Kenny. Hello, hello. Another love tap. Those nades should give up the fact there's multiple people over towards the side of things. Vertigo gets taken out of the equation by Nexus. So G2 starting to get a grip on this game. We'll be forcing the pistols out of Ago right now. Askarish is the only one who can purchase because he was saving on those MP9s round after round. You can see there next to his name. Kills 0, assists 0, but deaths only 1. And we're on to round 6. So his survivability has allowed him to have a little bit more money in the back pocket. But it won't really net them much unless he can make that Deagle sing like we saw over on some of the rounds down in Inferno, which feels it was oh so long ago. Pace change from G2 back towards the tried and tested A play.
And away we go. I really want to know what the song the Deagle sings. It does remind me of those Bieber frag movies, that guy that makes like the crazy syncs with them. You know, a little bit reggaeton-esque sort of vibes coming in.
Oh, the Furious sticker on the Vanilla Deeg as well. Groovy, I didn't consider him a man of style, but I've been corrected. Very nice.
Amanek probably heard that ladder drop. Oh,
that is a quick, clean, neat, tidy, running out of adjectives. 3 kills, and Amanek playing in that corner. That one will see a lot of action as the lurk spot. Hunter with a quick 4 kills and 3 of them with that SMG. 6 times 3, so over 1,800.
I really want to watch that frag movie now. Well, Hunter's quite good here, isn't he?
Oh, smiles on the faces. That's good stuff.
Hey, good signs.
Mood changing in the G2 camp. I'm sure it was pretty grim after map number 1. Now, back again with the guns. Ago, AWP for MHL. They have kits in play. Rifles are plenty. The exchange of utility early will push Fiku back, so won't be getting that free space of the map this time round. Hunter keeping the A players busy. Nice little Molotov there to clear out the cutout position, meaning that the CTs cannot be close. But Fiku wants to contest. He's being pushed around here.
He's taken a fair whack of damage too, though. Down half HP, out of util. Does have Askarish with him. He's not much better off either. Only a smoke left. 1 minute, 20 seconds into this. So a lot more of room to be garnered by the T's if they continue to posture for this one. Again, he's himself around. Jax is there. Nex is there. Patient play between these two.
Yeah, very slow stuff here. Just waiting if there's any CT-sided aggression. Trying to milk out more utility. Hunter's going to be on the receiving end of some of that utility. And as we can see with Amanek in limbo with the bomb right now, it's probably only going to be a matter of time. The reason that they don't just want to commit to this B hit is they haven't forced back the CTs of Ago away from the A ramp. Once they do that, they'll be brought into question. The information plays on Vertigo a little bit different to those of Inferno, and that's a big kill from Jax. B should be open.
Yeah, Jax is going to give it a good go. Into the site we go. Ago falling as well. Askarish gone. MHL not long for this world. Finished off by Jax into the toes. Knocks his AGO branded shoes right off.
Oh, look at the lurk. Hunter's about to punish here. Oh, Furlan awares. So knowing Hunter goes for those A ramp plays, able to at least give them an avenue to escape. Groovy needs to catch on up.
I've made a decision, Chad.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to get that AK.
Which AK?
The one with the flower on it. It's got Nex. I think it's Nexus. That one. Yeah.
Okay. Why do you like this one?
I don't know. I like the the Rhodesian Ridgeback stripe down the top of it.
The Rhodesian.
That's a dog with a really pretty like stripe down its back. But you see, it's got that long stripe. I kind of like that.
Yeah.
I'd call it like well, I haven't thought about the name yet, so I don't know why.
Take some time.
Yeah, exactly. The naming is.
Like some Latin
I am the guy that takes
name.
4 hours to decide his WoW character's name.
It's very important. You're going to be looking at that name tag
all the time. It's my identity, Lauren. I have to make the right choice.
Someone gifted me a souvenir MP9
hot rod,
and they called it Winston Churchill.
Is it pricey?
For Battle Scarred, we're looking at 700 euros.
Okay, you know what? I like it.
No, let's do this. Sales, I know you're listening. And
if he gets one, I get one.
And if you're not, someone will clip it.
Sales aren't listening.
Sales.
We're sponsored by CS.money.
Yeah.
You would think that maybe we could have some form of a little partnership with us and them, and we could deck out, this is just an idea, I'm spitballing it live on air.
Okay, give me the theory.
We could deck out our favorite, or at least ideal, loadouts with us, the talent behind the people speaking and expression, and we can make some fun content because we play games together.
Who's got the best looking?
People could vote who they think has the best loadouts.
Names included.
No, we could have a limited budget, and you have to make it work within that budget, and and we give it a bit of a spin.
That's a proper content piece. Imagine how easy that would be.
So, production, clip it.
Send it to them.
Sales. They're just next door to where you guys are. I can see their offices.
Yeah.
Why don't we make like a nice little like we'll get some sugar paper and we'll do some cut and stick and we can make like a
bring it in on yeah, that's not a bad idea.
Yeah, like we'll get pictures of our face, the skins we want.
I've got all the arts and crafts in my room. I bought lots of Sharpies.
Yeah? How many did you get in?
Sharpies?
Yeah.
I think I have like 20.
Nice. 20 Sharpies
colors.
in. That's nice.
It's a very beautiful skin.
How many shoes did you put on your head?
I don't get the reference.
Very cheeky. It's very cheeky.
Nice,
Very meta. Very cheeky.
Really love that, Alex.
That's for the 28-year-olds watching who used to use the internet.
4chan,
Yeah,
once upon
don't say that word. The hacker known as 4chan now. As we continue with an American cast as, oh my God, it's so easy to sound excited with a voice like this. Furlan waiting by the sandbags and it's a beheading here on the ramp room. Hunter hunting. Oh dear, 8 frags already to his name, but Furlan stands with the Desert Eagle. The American Eagle flying, soaring through the sky. He goes for the repeat. And next, oh, bye-bye, Kenny. Yes, it's all 4. Amanek next on the block, and Furlan gets all 5. Monumental.
Did you ever feel bad that you had to really commit to that?
I really hated that. I really wish I was casting that properly.
Oh, I hate that Furlan's highlight clip is going to be you casting in a bad American accent.
Yeah, it's ruined it. I'm really sorry. I had to commit.
Sorry, Furlan.
Sorry, Furlan. I'll do it again.
No, we'll make a new caster. What's his name? New caster name.
Oh, yeah.
Good name. What was it?
That was Chank.
Jank. There he is.
Live.
Don't point fingers at me.
Oh, dear.
That was a great round, though. 2
Big
aces.
round. I'm so sorry.
There
I
you
am
go.
so sorry, Furlan. He's listening to this. He's like, that's not cool.
There was a good ace,
Weird
though.
American caster. Don't worry about it. No one's going to rat you out.
that was
Chat's
Rush.
got your back. Quickly pushing up, though, the T's. They want to get this back. They want to shake off the last round they have.
Woof.
Your power just moving in on this one. Bomb plant. This is over. Done for. Bye-bye.
So the two of the 3 rounds that have been posted from Ago so far have been aces. Fiku had the ace on the pistol round, and then we've had Furlan right there on that Deagle round, playing the off angle, hanging around probably a little bit too long, as Amanek will take down Fiku, and it's just going to be Oscarish. He'll be able to get himself a way on out, but Hunter closes the door in his face, and that's going to be round 6 on the board. So if G2 can continue in a fashion like this, still back round number 10, the economy is not going to be looking great for Ago.
max cash. Like, he has to drop something for someone. Like, I don't know why Hunter's got a Mac 10. Why doesn't the Amanek just pop over one of those AK-47s? Otherwise, this round is actually losing money in this round. There we go. Armor and util. He's fine. He's fine. And a pistol. Treats himself.
Yeah, it's always nice to be able to splash the cash around. This will be back to the A play once more, and Hunter probably holding on to that Mac 10 means we'll be looking at something quick.
3 missing helmets, Chad. There's a world where this really does go a bit askew, and Furlan, he didn't have a helmet. Now he's got no head. Safety first, kids. Oh, dear, the round's over. Hunter walks into the site, demands respect, demands a 7th. He's got it, and I've got deja vu. It's 2 Oscar and Fiku on the B site with nothing to do.
This is where Chatty B, when we're playing our matchmaking games, would be like...
Magic numbers 3, guys.
No. In the matchmaking games, a bit... Save.
Sorry, Alex had a good game with the AWP last time we played Vertigo, and he was just popping off at ramp.
I was good.
RPK, I was a bit confused with that, but...
RPK AWPing. No, the guys that it's RPK role-playing. Alex, RPK doesn't AWP. No, it's working.
But I've got his crosshair, so it's aight.
Get him, Hunter.
Go on. Oh, yeah, this is nice. This is like... You ever had it when, you're playing football with your friends, and then someone's dad joins in,
My
an
what?
older brother. Football.
With my what?
Colleagues?
Oh, okay. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, no, I'm with you.
No, you're playing football with your colleagues, friends, when you're a kid. Don't know why you would be colleagues as a kid. But then, someone's older brother comes in and it's just unfair. You know what I mean?
Oh, you think
it
that
just feels
G2
like
the older
G2
brother?
just turned up.
Okay. Yeah, well...
I mean, there was a nice little ace. We had a little bit of fun on ramp was had, and they're like, nah.
Let him score a goal or two.
Exactly.
And now he's as big as the goals because he's, an 18-year-old and everyone else are little 7-year-old kids running around. All right, well, let's see if Ago can do it with the pistols again, because that's where they've netted the most success so far for them on Vertigo. G2 did win the knife. They opted to start on the T side. Let's see how many they can mount in total. A couple of nades, 3 in total. And damage again, so the pistol's looking good to kick things off. Unconfirmed damage in exchange there through the smoke onto MHL and Groovy with spam and nades, and they continue to hang around, and that's going to get Fiku taken out through the smoke, and Hunter's going to grab another. So not even having to see the enemy right now. G2, they can see through the big grey screen. And There we go. Kenny onto Groobdog. And it's just going to be...
Oh, the Oscarish pistol 4K, though, was a pretty sick round, wasn't it?
Yeah, in hindsight, when we were doing the death segment, round number 11, it was the turning point of the game. So the P250 in hand with that smoke, it was just masterful the way that he played around it.
I didn't understand how he kind of turned it around, because the fact he got the AK after killing... could have been cool.
Would have been.
Woulda, shoulda, wasn't. Oh, that do you see the cone wobble as we swap to the next camera? That was kind of peculiar. We'll poltergeist on Vertigo.
Tactical timeout being called out.
Thought we were getting a replay of the cone wiggling, but yeah. Fiku, Tracer Fire was his death, and the re-swing from Groovy did catch him as well. So really enjoying seeing G2's T-side manifest, and it's always a joy when you see Hunter in this level of form. All you can do is sit back, relax, and just breathe it in. There is very few players who have an affinity for that scaffolding T-side as much as Hunter. I've modeled a lot of my attempts, you know, bayonet Mac 10 and run with a spawn. That's a Hunter special.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I'm doing it as well as him, but I definitely can admire how quickly he has taken to this map and found a particular role that suits him.
Got a request coming in from I'm Rated X. I miss Rush Sadface. Can he come another round, please, before this game is over? His voice is amazing, Loveheart.
Rush, I want you to do this entire round, please.
It's
and I want you to do it
round.
Seriously. I don't want to hear any of your impressions.
Okay.
We had this discussion at dinner the other night, so I want serious.
Well, it looks like they're taking some early control, but also Kenny S over here with the AWP. A lot of ramp presence shown by the CTs, but they're not going to get anything out of it. Some nice nades, though. If there was a stack there, it would have been damaging. 2 nades, in fact. That's potentially huge if there's people there, but no one is there, sadly. But B is looking like the order of the core. You do have Hunter here watching mid. No one pushing mid. MHL's on the AWP. He might sneak up and try to clear some ground, but looks like he's playing a bit more passive. And it's passive across the board. This is the part where Cass say interesting stuff, and I don't know how, because literally nothing's happening. But wait, they're all moving over to A ramp, and Groovy is checking out mid. It's just all on Furlan. We saw him with the Deagle, but this time he's got an M4. So I don't know if he's going to be as good with that somehow. But some of the ramp control being taken here by the T's. Hunter clearing out short. We've seen a lot of rounds where it's just spiraled out of control here on A. 1 goes down, 2 goes down, 3 goes down, and then they all go down. But nades are being lined up. Beautiful nade there. If someone was there, absolutely destroyed.
Was it? Can you take a look? I'm pretty sure it landed up at the box, didn't it?
It might have done. Wasn't paying too much attention, but no one was there regardless. I believe MC can give us a quick little cam. Yeah, so you're correct.
Nothing.
But they're pushing in. They could go up for a boost here. Oh, the molly got extinguished. That molly was to stop the plan. They do have another molly, though. Oh, he's just got it down. 14 HP, runs away. The spam not connecting. Shots through the smoke. Kenny peeking over into heaven. And I think Groovy might want to... Was that the AWP down? It was. So Groovy might want to take it, but I don't think so. Got no one on the flank coming from behind.
Rush, ramp up the play-by-play now. More intensity.
So the time's coming close. Groovy is thinking about throwing some nades here. Maybe a flash out, some nades towards short. It's all going to be on Jax, in my opinion. Gets 1. Needs to find more, though, to keep this round under control. Gets taken out. Amonek's in a very good spot, but also taken out, too. They're on the bomb. They need to get him off. They're going to do it. And he gets to cover the smoke. That's it. There's no time, and he's done it.
That was actually a really hard round.
That was really, really hard. And he observed the whole thing as well. So honestly, 10 out of 10.
Good job, Rush. That wasn't easy. We kind of threw you under the bus a little bit there. It felt. I'm sorry about that. Chad didn't help you out with the analysis mid-round. Normally that's where he'd do his job, but, you know, wasn't... Oh, Oscar. That was a bit awkward. Bopped him in the head. But 9-3. We were waiting to see if the Polish squad brought much to this, right? It was like, we know what G2 can do. We know their Vertigo's solid, but we hadn't seen much of Argo in a tier 1 capacity here. But again, a little bit of a rough around the edges. Groovy, that's not bad. Bit of damage. A little bit of work towards middle, trying to make a bit of something happen with these pistols. Of course, the rifle on Oscar being the final punch to this.
Okay, descending the ramp. Furlan is on a hunt, but it's such a nice off angle. Hunter.
Oh, dear.
Couldn't connect the dots. It's Furlan.
This gap's problematic now.
Yeah, I mean, denying ramp is a huge component to success here, but I don't know if Kenny's going to let that one slide. He might want to continue his hunt. Furlan tucked in on that close corner. G2 want to retake that. And they will do so on contact. Furlan's going to give it back.
Low HP on Jax becomes a real issue. A real issue.
Barely seeing anything there.
Just tiny little glimmer there. And if he tucks in towards Sandbag, they might not clear it this late. They have Molotovs to do so, so it would be complacent if they don't. But the aggression coming on in from MHL could be enough. Here we go. So the Molotov fill-in will implode on impact. And now this is on MHL. He's tucked on in towards the short area.
Oh, Kenny, of course it's Kenny. Double tagged. Oh. He's done well to buy space. He sends Kenny back toward the flank. Smoke for that bomb plant.
Two of them are so tagged up. Kenny and Jax are so low that could have happened, and it does. Oscarish gonna find it through the smoke. There's Fiku towards Nexa. And suddenly Kenny can do nothing. It's over, it's done with.
Yeah, if he just denies giving the AWP over this side, this isn't too bad of a round. Obviously, sucks to lose against pistols again, considering now 4 of the rounds that Agar posted have been through the pistol prowess. 2 aces on the board, 1 from Fiku on the pistol round, 1 from Furlan with some of the best casting I think I've heard in years. And now this one here, a bit of a boo-boo from Hunter, who probably should have been converting onto Furlan right there, gets away with a freebie. And now the AWP will be purchased on up. So going into round 14, double AWPs are out on the Ago side of things. Let's see how they can wield it. They have 3 AK-47s, almost a little bit of a dream buy. Not to be confused with the double dream boy, which is a Danger Zone reference coined by Sid. Lauren, and you would know that. You watch lots of Sid stuff.
No, I don't.
Absolutely, the dream boy with the C4. Now Oscarish with the double kill. And there's a Groovy chance for a third as well. It looks like they're doing well to
nice.
take control. Groovy locking down that bomb. Nades have caught Kenny down, and look at the stack. They have the bomb and they just throw their bodies upon it.
It's been absolutely swarmed, hasn't it? So let's see if Hunter gets some room. Maybe he can get around the back quickly, but surely they're going to be cognizant of that pretty soon. I doubt they're going to go unchecked on it. But Argo have come to life a little bit in these last couple of rounds. You know, it's a window of opportunity, but the T side's nothing easy either. These double AWPs trained.
No one's... Okay, Furlan is kind of looking.
Look at that for a crossfire.
The problem is the long flank, if Hunter goes all the way around through CT spawn...
Kenny's ready for it.
What?
How does he find that so comfortably? The trajectory of the smoke was going elevator. Wouldn't have had that for a clue. Hunter's going around the world. CT angle could be the way in. 50 seconds. Kenny just needs to continue to survive here. He's already picked up 1, a 2v4 for these two. Silent's not going to be ready for this. He's been found out. Hunter continuing to impress, and Kenny had a chance. Does answer the question as to the location. Molotov to buy space. He's got time for this. He does have a smoke as well. Probably wants to save it, but he opts to deploy it for recovery. Perfect bloom. Both are there. Both throwing out bullets. Flashbangs as well. Hunter could try and get that bomb and get away.
Good luck, Hunter. Oh, he gets caught in the heels, but he's... Oh, that's smart. He just hit shift. Doesn't want to give too much of the game away. 16 seconds. He's keeping them guessing. They don't know everything of what's going on here. They're still checking in towards mid. Bomb's gone missing. Suddenly there's a problem. And now the bomb being planted. They've got to make the right call, and they have. Heading straight over. Hunter's up for the fight, though. He's going to get one unawares. Seconds close. This is excellence from Hunter. Swift move to the top of the bomb, and he's staying proactive.
11 bullets, Lauren. 11 bullets. Ruby holding the line, realizing this 2 versus 4 is becoming a reality. In pursuit of the 10th, he saves the day, though, on the swing. 20 points of health separating the 2 individuals in that final duel. And it will be 9-5. x-kom ATO delivered by Groovy, but my God, they really, really looked like they had thrown that one away.
Oh, the poor timing for MHL there. That is filthy stuff. And Hunter losing out on top of the box. I can't believe Groovy actually peeked on in like that. That's fantastic round there for them to post on the board. So 5's not bad with the CT side. This was looking bleak. This was looking very bleak. But right now, I think we're going to see G2 gear back up and go back towards that fast A play. Amanek not throwing the standard utility, but they're still able to bound off of this. Is a Dak being purchased on him from Hunter here? This is very curious.
Where's that going? Is there a plan for this?
Maybe it was a misbuy? Yeah, it's... look, the Dak, the auto snipers, Dak is what we call it in Australia because of the sound it makes. Very feasible weapon to use, realistically, if we're going to be honest about, you know, locking down bomb sites with it, being able to spam through smoke, lots of damage. I like this
B-push. Look at this. They're taking so much of the space away from G2 that the CTs should have the right pieces in the right place. Gosh, a bit of a standalone hold for Nexa. Gives them some freedom to start looking. MHL could be caught out here. They're using that smoke to crawl up on that sandbag's position. They'll, just as it fades, hope that Kenny can take the head off.
Ooh.
3, 2, 1. Vision returns. Oh, he misses his shot. They want to swing. And MHL gets one and done.
Furlan, though, still present. Shows where he is, but Hunter does receive some damage for it. Molly goes back in. Could be the one up top. Kenny, first to check in on this. Leading the fray a little. Furlan does see enough, but Amanek's there. Instantly in support, doesn't allow it to go too far away. Grubby trying a bit of what he had against him, but the flash is excellent from Fiku. Sets up Grubby for success, and suddenly this 3v3. Hunter, pivotal at this, still is. Still so good at it. Where's that bomb, though? In the hands of Nexa.
Should be getting a plant out of that. Another smoke deployed just to make sure there's no funny business. Spray's not there.
Molly missed.
Molly does miss, and Fiku wants to at least catch Nexa on the way back out, but it's not to be. A dunk nade, though, from Oscarish. That's how it finished the job. Bomb's planted, though, and so it is really comfortable for G2 at this point. The smoke makes things awkward, but Hunter can just sit there and wait for the sound cue. No kit, does recover it now. Fakes to draw the fire. Lots of steps, lots of sound cues. Fakes it again, really convinced. But they've doubled up and, yeah, we need to put another one right now. He knows the time wasn't on his side. Goes for the Hail Mary. And we have a 10-5 half, everybody. Not too shabby. G2 looking to convert the must-win. AGO, though, keeping it competitive. 10-5, we'll be right back.
Don't give up, don't give in. Don't let me down. Be the one to wipe their grin when they hear this sound. Don't give up, don't give in before they catch up. I know you'll find the strength within. This is your last chance. Don't give up, don't give in. Don't let me down. Be the one to wipe their I take a chance and not lose. I can't pretend to like you. I can't pretend to like you. I hope you feel the same. I take a chance and not lose. I can't pretend to like you. I've been so anti. Yeah, you're a bad chick and you know that. Eyes roll back every time you throw that. Love letter on your bed, I wrote that. I need you and I'm not afraid to show that. Anything, anything on your everything, everything on your anything, anything on your everything, everything. My world falls down when you pick me up. I came up from a small town, no one hit me up. Now they wanna be my friend. Everybody play pretend. But now I'm pulling up in a Bentley. No, really ain't shit you can tell me. What? I just wish somebody would help me. This lifestyle is not healthy. I could buy you anything, anything on your everything, everything on your anything, anything on your everything. I could buy you anything, anything on your everything, everything on your anything, anything on your everything. She's a God girl, welcome to my God's world. Fell in love with the diamonds and pearls. Yeah, we do what we want when we want. Sex fifth with the new Saint Laurent. Party too lit, get kicked out. All alone, that's the only way to live now. Yeah, we do what we want when we want. I'ma get you anything that you want. I could buy you anything, anything on your everything, everything on your anything, anything on your everything, everything.
The sun's shining on the 54th floor. It's Vertigo, second half, first game of the day. G2 Esports and AGO head-to-head, lock-in horns virtually. We're ready to get the action underway. Got Sponge and, of course, Pansy hanging out with myself, Machine. We're ready to get our action underway, and I'm seeing a little bit of util. Oscarish going to be throwing out smoke 2 flashes. We do have 2 smokes over on the CT side of things as well to keep the wolf from the door. The wolf, of course, given GG Butts favorable odds in a large margin. Actually pretty good, Chad.
Yeah, I'm good at animals. Not so good at American accents.
Nope. Well, that makes 2 of us.
Hunter has 22 kills, and he's taken a little bit of damage to kick off the pistol round here in the second half. Let's see what he can get done. So
I wouldn't mind a little boost. Oh, he jumps for the info instead. Safer.
So Jax can take a lot of different angles on this construction position, even jumping on back to the railing behind him to look on over the top, but wants to pivot to get the information required. And, well, mid was just about posturing and misdirection, as we can see Groovy dipping on back down that ladder.
Groovy showed the bomb there, though. You know, like jumping in a flusher-like fashion, showing the bomb, showing it middle, then walking it up B. Kenny is alone. Smoke going to be arriving at Jenny's, and that's their go sign. That's their signal. Trying to isolate Kenny S into a duel. 3 players trying to get through, and then Nexa baited in nicely on that quad position. Doesn't have the bullets for this duel, but Jax is there to babysit. Furlan, Oscarish, one with no armor, but it doesn't stop him hitting headshots, and now Furlan. Kevlar vest, damage inflicted to the both. Nexa and Amanek down with just 57 points of health combined.
Amanek's taking the long way around here. You can see him actually pushing forward. He's going to go through the forklift room and try and clear out to make sure that Furlan can't be coming with the flank through spawn. But as we can see, it's actually going to be through the CT spawn. Now, the bomb is on that B site. Lots of footsteps will be heard very, very shortly. He might even get a plant out of this one.
See how much he gets away with. Next is still pretty close by. Oh, this isn't fun. This isn't nice.
Gonna swing on him.
Yeah, Next is getting close. Amanek's there. If he isolates the 2 jewels, or if he's quick on one, yeah, not gonna happen. Nice work by Next. 4 kills that round.
I thought that was winnable for Furlan for a moment there. The fact that they allowed him to plant that bomb, and then they were isolated both either on half HP or lower, but the defuse will come through.
The one casual cursory shot towards Amanek.
Yeah, and that's all it would have taken.
Yeah.
So, look, yeah, positive stuff for Nexa here. Did a great job just lying in wait, using Kenny as human bait, and then finishing off this final frag. The only problem that G2 have to worry about right now is that the bomb went down. So the force buy, we'll see if it's coming through on the side of things for AGO. They're running out of rounds to work with. And as we spoke about kicking off today, they couldn't make it to the playoffs regardless, but G2 definitely need this one. So look at all those Galils. 5 Galils, head armor behind it. This could be deadly. Your late mid play. Jack's getting up on the box, boosted by Kenny. We'll need to go at least 1 for 1 here.
There's a lot of pressure on this round for Argo. Could really do with the fight back in this half. Kenny might get the first bit of contact, but it's Jax who could close the account.
Oh, dear.
Gorgeous work from Argo. Fiku with 2, suddenly mid's open, and every single available access for is going to be flooded by T's. There's the trade coming in. Amanek. Masterful for sure, but he's going to do a lot of work here.
He's got this. He's a master of the SMG. Oh, so unlucky. Didn't have a last bullet necessary. 1 more, and he was into a one-on-one with time to reload.
All right, well, one of the things that gets interesting right now is if G2 decide to force buy back into this one with the low loss bonus of $1,400, the bottom of the barrel, then this can become a very, very interesting matchup. They should force buy. They need to be competitive. They would have to take the double eco. They can take 2 partial investments to the double dip deagles that we've been talking about. And now AGO have an opportunity, if they can hold steady against these upgraded weapons on the G2 side of things, they can get back up to 8 rounds quite swimmingly.
Oh, but look who it is. He's been the downfall of plenty tier 1 teams here, and they look also aware of that. Furlan may be being patient. There's 4 players here, keep in mind for the CTs. Kenny's the first to fall, but it sets Amanek into motion. How's he gone around them? Oh, and he still gets Furlan. Almost feels unfair, but the CT's going to peel away from this. Job done towards ramp. Let's look elsewhere. Right to be feeling as such as Jax is about to make the call. Players on the site. That's a big shot. Oscarish now going to know he's under some threat. Groovy's made the cross with the bomb. That's going to be call made. Second shot doesn't come in, but the cavalry has arrived.
Yeah, Oscarish has got this covered. Good control with the Mac 10. The necessary conversion as well from AGO. Well, just to recap what this has looked like into our second half, it was a G2 pistol, a retake. And of course, AGO forced back with that second round. Now, speaking of force, that was G2, as Chad outlined, giving it their all.
I think it's actually pronounced G2, Alex?
Yes, you do have to hold the GI head. That's
and in certain dialects, gamers too.
Straight from the horse's mouth, that one.
More of that, indeed.
I've got a sour sweet here, Chad. It's really, it's getting my salivary glands. What are they called?
Salivary?
Salivary?
I don't know.
Saliva glands. Salivary.
I'm not sure. It's a bit like the centrifugal.
Let's not get started on the centrifuges. But yes, it's getting my... I'm not going to try again.
Your mouth all moist?
I'm getting moist. Didn't mean to...
I don't understand why that word gets such a bad rap. You think about moist brownies. There's nothing better in the world than a moist brownie. Like, I'm good at baking brownies from the package, of course.
And just falling down the rabbit hole of saying bad things on it.
Excusez-moi.
Right,
Okay.
should be comfy as now Amanek has gone. Bear in mind he was the only one who had anything to really bring into this round. P250 on Kenny, that's about your lot.
We could do an ASMR stream where I eat my banana.
No, let's not do that. Let's stay away from that. I'll just make some white noise.
Only a joke.
I'll make some white noise while that happens.
Please.
No, I won't do that either. That is just people.
Drop my floppy banana all over my shirt.
Oh dear. All right. Well, this has been a floppy round from G2. Wouldn't be expecting too much as the Giggle Gang over there continue to chuckle away.
Yeah.
The SMG has been retrieved as Jax with the cap backwards, looking gnarly and ready to brawl. Will biff on forward using Hunter as bait. Swings on out, won't find the kill, but does dink up Groovy. Now, 2-on-5 situation. Fiku with another, and it's just Nexus standing.
Oh, I really hate that, like, insincere, sincere commentary.
Yeah, it's really good, though.
Oh, I know, but, like, you know how you tell Rush off?
Yeah.
I want to say the same things you said to him to you. When you but maybe people listening like it.
Well, it's just because it's an eco round, so
I know,
one of the least serious rounds of the game.
Do people at home really like it? I don't know.
I don't know.
Like,
I don't know what they
bear
like.
in mind, like, some people probably don't know any better, right?
That's true.
Sure.
I don't know.
What, that kind of serious stuff?
Just like everything being like that.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen the kind of teammates I get in matchmaking.
Are they serious
like,
kind of guys?
The extent to which they understand Counter-Strike at pretty high ranks, and I assume those are the kind of people that sometimes tune in. Yeah. No matter how much you talk about like the economy, Chad, or defaults, and how they get to actively see the world's best professional salaried players approach the game to a certain degree, and like there's a degree of fundamentals that we outline regularly,
like trading,
spacing,
utility
smoking,
usage.
yeah, like just truly the basics. And yet, still in supreme global matchmaking, I see human beings that have yet to master the fundamentals.
Well, I think that's why Counter-Strike is a game that's easy to pick up but very difficult to master, right? That's one of the key points. It's a team's base level point and shoot, right?
Yeah, I do think it would be so cool if someone just got access to Valve's like HQ and had a week to make them a little, like the way Valorant did the introduction.
Oh,
like,
let's not.
But imagine us showing like, hey, here's Counter-Strike, here's a counter strafe. Trade on this bot now. Trade on this bot. It would take 5 minutes, and then everyone that watched would be slightly less ignorant.
Yeah, but I like the ignorant. It makes my matchmaking games a little bit easier. So Riku finds the opening. This is a relatively low buy from G2 here. They need to battle with some heads-up duels, and Nex has done his best to get 1.5 frags. You can see not much utility, not even a kit to work with for G2 now. So we can really start worrying about the G2 Esports side of things on Vertigo. It's likely they lose this round unless, well, they go back over towards A. So they've completely left the bomb site, and this is in heroic-esque fashion. G2 have been faked out plenty of times before, and they're going to be trucking on up that ramp before anybody's rotated in position.
Here we go.
Amanek got to do a lot here. And Hunter has found the first. It's Amanek on the second. Bomb down, but a 3v3. Make it 3v2, excuse me. Verlan to clutch, needing the headshots. Jax won't provide, and that's the round. Hunter didn't even realize it was over.
Oh, well, they did well because what I was talking about there in terms of the low buy, it was only roughly about 4K to 4.5K max on the side of things for G2 Esports when they purchase in. That's enough for the M4. That's enough for the Kevlar. But then the utility, you have to be sparing with it. Am I buying a smoke? Am I going to get a HE? Do we want to use flashes? Who's going to buy the defuse kit? Them being able to walk away with that round, they get the win bonus in their back pocket. But it's still going to be relatively strapped for cash in terms of having all the goodies. So they'll have to drop over some rifles to make this one work. And while, there you go, we're able to put 3 on the board in quick succession, they have enough to purchase yet again. MHL will have his signature AWP. Only 6 kills for him this time round. Relatively quiet on Vertigo. Not always the easiest for all the AWPers. We have noted that over the progression of this map. Now let's see what he can get done on the T side. Smoke to obscure his vision. And Hunter has taken a massive chunk of damage there up towards the short position. Have to drop on back. They're actually playing very, very passive on that A side, so they don't want a piece of that fight.
Is that a ramp smoke I just saw thrown out? Is that Scaff?
Scaff from Amanek, I believe.
Interesting. Nice little lineup. And this is the one way, if you're wondering.
Yeah, the reason they throw this is if you do want to push behind, as Alex mentions, you can see their little toes or their torso even. But it also just stalls them out. It's like, well, we can't pick behind this. We're not quite sure. So I'm considering it. Is the bullets ricochet, and Jax is actually taking a lot of liberties here. So this might cause a rotation from Nexa early, or at least a fast flank. So you're setting up here to disrupt the plant. They're assuming Ago's going to go for a very, very late round here. There's a nade on Amanek as well, a Molotov.
Jax is being so thorough. Look at this. He's pivoted through B just to confirm there's no lurk.
Yeah, Nexa is actually stacked on over now as well.
We'll see if it comes in a timely fashion. They're already on the site, though, so it's got to happen sooner rather than later. Molly's did well, but the smoke's extinguished, so bomb planted. Post-plant, 5v5.
Nice.
Everyone's standing. Let's have a go at it. Furlan above gets a tag, but no more, falls away. And now, Nexa pushing in. That was a little bit brave in the end between the two of them.
Yeah, and actually Amanek getting caught out by Oscarish position. Nexa as well should be on the chopping block, but he has reacted quickly. Groovy caught out on the flank and traded nicely. That's Furlan to convert. And x-kom, AGO really are starting to get their teeth into this half. I'm starting to get a little concerned. My alarm bells are, the sirens are sounding. I mean, after a 16-4 thrashing from G2 on their map pick, Vertigo was when many considered we'd see the likely and expected outcome, according to GGBet and our desk and many at home, that this would be a G2 convincing win, but already posting 4 T rounds. The bomb's down in 3 of the 7 rounds we've seen so far. 6 rounds, this is the 7th.
It was trending very much in that way, right? Considering Ago were able to strap together a couple of rounds towards the tail end of that first half, G2 were running away with this. Keep in mind the 2 pistol aces, one from Fiku on the pistol round, one from Furlan with the deagle over towards the ramp. They were keys for Ago within this map right here, and G2, unfortunately, for them, have to take a partial bite. They've just gone for some light upgraded pistols, a smoke in the hands of Amanek. Jax is only on that USP. They don't have a lot to work with. The loss bonus going into the next will be 2,400, so they'll have another buy that's just bottom of the barrel if they want to go for it. Can you see the backpack? Hunter!
4x3? Oh, it's not nice.
May have showed up on the radar there when he moved towards that last second, but it doesn't really matter too much as G2 have to opt and fight now with 4. Sandbag position has been taken, a very powerful one to have just against these pistols. Can post on up and give out the information to your team, and well, that's the smoke potentially being used.
Go on, Hunter. Success. Go on, Hunter.
What comes down to the timing here?
Yeah, he's not going to have a flashbang. It will literally just be him and his timing. And that's one, but quickly caught. So we do all see the 10th found. This is really going to start getting a bit away from them because the T side, yes, that round was a guarantee, or it certainly should have been, but they're building up a lovely stack of cash.
Nexa bought a deagle in that round, and then he only had 3,400 to invest this time round, so happy to work with the MP9. That means potentially wanting to go a little bit more aggressive over towards the B side of the map, as the second timeout will be called from G2. Now, the reason I say that is Nexa's going to want to get up close and personal. Use that utility early, see if it is going to be an attack over towards his bomb site, his domain. But the guns coming out for G2, they're not going to be fantastic. I don't think we'll see the AWP for Kenny. I don't know if I guess he could go naked AWP, right? Glass cannon. Because they lose this one,
okay.
$2,900 loss bonus in the next. It will just have to be another pistol upgrade round. And at that point, we're at 12-12. They are buying in. Kenny yet to buy. It will be the glass cannon. You can buy a flashbang next to that. Org for Hunter. So some potent weaponry to work with. Not a lot of utility. But Kenny over towards mid. Next has already been pushed back from the B side of things from Vertigo. Exchange of damage through the smoke. Amanek with lots done onto Furlan, but he cops a bunch himself. Good nade.
Oh, and they did it to each other. Look at that one. A quick game of hot potato. We're on 4. Hunter pushed down on that scaff position. He's certainly vulnerable to the sweep of MHL. Oh, and that's the frag we needed to see. Taking control of the round once more, and with so much time to play with, they are starting to mold G2 CT side like putty in their hands. Bending to their will. Kenny can change things. That's a great shot, and look at the damage from Nexa too. Spraying with the MP9 has brought Oscarish to an uncomfortable level of health. Still 60 seconds, and Kenny is a rash on Vertigo. He's absolutely everywhere. "50 seconds, putting their pieces together again. Kenny wants to sweep this line. He's just positioning for it. And that's the frag. Fiku gone. Kenny impressing. Necessary kills. Necessary round here, Lauren.
MHL is your danger man still. Plenty of HP. I guess Oscarish does have the AWP, so...
Well, that's such a hard line to flash. You have to go high for that, I guess. You must have to go higher. That box keeping you way too safe. That looks higher. That should catch him. Yep. And now he's in trouble. Oh, he's burning down. Perfect play. The utility, now it's the health that comes into relevance. Another Molotov to stop the close push. It's not quite what he wanted, but it's not the end of the world. Next to recovering an AK for this retake.
No kits here.
Got to have heard those steps too. MHL pushing up for this one. Wait, he's taking the fight on them. That's 1, that's 2. Gorgeous play from MHL. He was going to be the danger man. He had the HP, but the molly clearing out Kenny, all of the protocol before that, got them in the sight.
Yeah, Kenny just not being able to get away from that ledge because of that flash. Burns on down, and this is the grenades. He's gone to the moon and back. Kenny didn't see this. He just shot. Like, that's just a reaction shot from Kenny because he was being peppered. That's the left eye peek that we're talking about. Yeah. And here, can't get out, jumping, flubbing, falling, and that is basically the round right there as MHL playing guard close in the face, able to shut down what was the best G2 attempt so far.
Thought you observed that round really well, Rush. Just wanted to let you know.
Well,
okay, I won't be doing any more of those.
No, thank you very much. No, I
just
appreciate
need
that a lot.
Like, I didn't need a thank you. I just wanted just like a nod of your head.
Oh, I nodded. Don't worry. I did nod. You know, compliments. I'm not good at.
No, nor I. But you have to remember how nice it feels when someone gives you a compliment, and if you remember that feeling, you assume that they'll feel something similar, and you can give anyone that feeling without a single cost to yourself.
That's true. Alex, I think
you're
doing
good at compliments.
Yeah, well, Alex, I think you're doing a very fantastic job, buddy. Okay, I think.
Rush, stop it, you.
You know,
that's
I think you're also very handsome. And,
Hunter's in trouble, smoking now, and we are back into the frame of mind necessary for around 24 third map. Gets intense now.
Oh, we're pushing.
Yeah, but it's not comfortable at all. Oh, G2, they're stacked up on the right side. The fights are taking place where they want them to, but they're not going their way. Fiku's got a one-way gap. He has flubbed it. And Amanek eventually does go down to it.
4 bullets.
1 bullet. 2 bullets even. Hey, not quite.
Oh, Kenny on the reload as well. 12-12. I know it's a T-sided map, but this is a good-looking T-side.
Yeah, and I think that you go back to those G2 gun rounds we've seen. They haven't been full buys, at least in the Chad Birchall Counter-Strike handbook, and this is the first one they'll be netting on the board here within the second half. Finally, Kenny with some armor behind their AWP. Next with a defuse kit and a full set of nades. The same can be said for Jax buying it with an AUG and grenades. Hunter will be able to buy everything he wants as well, so 2 AUGs are coming out. Finally, we have, I think, echoing or seeming almost like a full buy from G2. Let's see if that's enough to get them on the board, as this half is quickly running away from them here. Kenny's going to get caught. Timeout almost again.
Oh, the timing's atrocious. He gets the tag. He's on the run. Nah, can't make it away. And if, out of everyone, he tags MHL, so it doesn't even matter that much. Next, they're going to...
no.
Just sent home packing. He's been at the nurse's office.
This is getting sketchy. This is getting really sketchy. And I think Furlan's in a prime position, though, where he can make this save nightmarish. He's not going to rush this. He knows there's a potential for 3 CTs to be there as he returns his vision. And there they are. Damage confirms.
Oh dear.
There's still 3 hanging out towards this A site. So with x-kom starting to take the lead here on this T side and stringing together what has been now 5 consecutive T rounds. 9 in total.
They should really chase. Sorry to interrupt, but they should really chase. Look at the money situation right now for Ago. If they can take away any of these rifles, G2 only get the max loss bonus of 3,400. If they save on to these, they're able to drop guns across to the likes of Nexa and Kenny. They need to push. They need to fight. Ago, you can be more hungry now. You can take this to G2.
MHL's losing the AWP here. That'll be Ruby to recover. So I think that's enough to deter them. And Shad, yeah, you paint a perfect picture as to why they should be hunting. It's a bit too late, too little, too late there from the Polish side. 13 to 12, we're going to see all the rounds of play. I'll remind you of how close Inferno was, by the way. A full 30 rounds played over on AGO's picks. So here we find ourselves in the decider. And again, a close affair. Timeout call. This will be the 3rd called by G2. So Malik on the mic gets a little bit of a podium, a bit of a soapbox to try and piece them back together again.
He needs it, though. Think about this. If G2 lose... Uh-oh.
Yeah, 6th currently out of 8. Blow them, Argo, and blow that godsend.
And they're already out of contention.
Correct.
Okay, well, Malik better give a pretty rousing speech right now. 3 rounds is all Ago need to cause today's upset. We've gone the distance. Inferno, very back and forth, a competitive affair. Nuke, quick as you like. And now, it was feeling like one-way traffic for G2 in the first half. But Ago, they've got something to say about that. And through some big fragging from the likes of Askarish, Fiku, Gruby, Furlan all sitting there close to the 20 kills. They're getting it done, not through the Star Orpa of MHL, but through the gritty determination of the Riflers. Yeah, it's been transferred to a tech timeout, just so everyone's on the same page. It looks like one of the players is timed out. So we're going to be taking a tech pause. I imagine we'll clear the HUD as well.
Yeah, let's look at that beautiful free cam around. Just
cool beans.
Pretty. One thing I am seeing for G2 that does feel a little bit interesting to me is that Amanek isn't popping off that much.
Well, I think in their more recent runs, it's been the other 4 of them, right? So the way that I look at this roster is the 2 stars in my mind are Kenny and Hunter. Kenny having another quiet one this game round, only 10 to his name.
So against Big, which was the 16-14 win, Amanek. Mad Fragger, 22. Jax was up there as well. Let's have a quick look through relation to, let's say, their heroic game. Top fragging for them. Amanek up there with Jax. And then, let's say the other one, Godsent. Hunter up there for them. Amanek didn't have a great game there. That was Jax. But again, I just think it's a prolific kind of combination that Amanek's presence on ramp hasn't been as daunting this time.
Yeah, we've seen, especially against Heroic in the past, him going hyper-aggressive, pushing down through the smokes, taking a lot of fights there. It feels like they're being strung out a little bit more. But also, I just want to keep pointing out the very infrequent amount of gun rounds that we have seen from G2 on this second half. There have been 2 or 3 buys that have just been rifles with light utility. Kenny with the naked AWP. Those aren't the rounds that you want to be taking in when you are losing a slew right now. They've only posted 2 so far in this second half, and that's why they'll just be sitting at 12 after a 10-5 first half. But they've just found themselves in economical turmoil time and time again. Now they will be able to drop guns across and make it work. 0 injuries, though. We haven't seen any failed run boost this time. Rush, did you watch the Twists clips? Could you analyze as to what was wrong with their run boost?
I did see that, yeah. I think he may have just touched the blue pipe. Some of the clipping on the blue pipe is slightly off from my own experience. Can you go to the blue pipe you're
referring to?
Give me 1 second.
I don't know if I think MC's driving
hang on,
right now.
let me make sure. Okay, yeah, we should be good, MC.
Right, 15 seconds, so we should be able to drive back as we get ready to get back into the action. The blue pipe, of course.
MC, get on me.
The one.
There you go.
That's what. So you thought he was clipping it, just like actually body hitting?
Yeah, I don't think the clipping on this is perfect by any means. So I think he just hit like a little bit close, and then obviously he did this.
Yeah, because that's the only thing that you play Vertigo for is the run boost.
Oh, so I love it. I like a run boost. Oh, we're live. What's going on?
We are, and we're going to get that HUD back in 5 seconds. There it is, even faster. Thank you. Sound effects provided by Lauren Pansy Scott. Find her on Twitter.
They didn't invest. I thought they might have tried to drop something across right now to bolster this buy. So if G2 can't pull this one off and they lose these rifles, they will be able to buy in the following, knowing the loss bonus will be 3,400 again. But
Ouch.
Okay, wowie. MHL, I said he was a little bit quiet. He hasn't been needing to do too much as the AWPer on this map so far, but that's a fantastic opening. Hunter goes down. That was one of the saved guns now on the floor, and no one's close enough to pick this up. Nexer and Kenny on the other side of the map. So smoke over towards the scaffolding position yet again. And it's just a slow approach from Ago here, waiting out utility, waiting for pushes, seeing what they can find. Felon faking out some sound cues. Really relaxed stuff here.
Yeah, the boost is exciting because Amanek hopes to confirm or deny whether or not this is the all-in. Kenny S has been found. Oscarish catching the jiggle. Now the boost can show up, and it's not enough. It's not translating for G2. This is getting awkward. Amanek gobbles up a flashbang, but doesn't pull the trigger. Now is his chance. Needs some precision. Tapping at their heads, but it's only one. Jax, 3 on his plate. He's already found the first. Another 3 charging towards him. And he's unable to convert again. So 14, this is getting dangerous. G2, hopes of Pro League playoffs, hanging in the balance. And already AGO are just 2 rounds away from throwing this knockout blow.
Remember, they found some key openings over towards middle as well. Kenny getting caught out with some timings across the map. The AWP will be purchased on up. The Augs again for Hunter and Jax. I'm not quite sure what G2 will be expecting to deal with right now. If I'm Ago, I feel like I could go for a pace change. I can mix things up once more. I don't need to keep going with the same, but if it ain't broke, don't fix it. We will be going for that default over towards the A ramp again. So if anybody from G2 wants to get a little bit too inquisitive, MHL will have no problems taking the scalps off over the top of the cusp of the smoke. And that was a great nade. So he's actually going to be brought down to 47 points of health. And this one here stalling out very slow again.
Space clearly has worked quite well though for Argo, so no problem just yet.
Oh, another opening.
First, yeah. So
how much room did he have?
Enough to have cost Kenny S's life, so I'll be interested to see that one back, how that actually came to be. But for now, we look at where the bomb is, we look at where the T's are. Furlan going to be starting the walk.
Cool place to hide the bomb. Hadn't seen that before, using the cardboard so as to guise it a little bit. Should anyone have gone for an aggressive maneuver. Still, talking of aggressive maneuvers, yeah, sweeping through middle. Starting to work on the flank. Hunter has descent the ladder. Now, does he opt for ramp or does he focus on Fiku? Oh, Fiku's coming for him. And Hunter's caught him off guard, doesn't convert the frag, that's gonna hurt. And Jax is on to finish the job. He made so much noise though, and Fiku all found out and fragged out. Now 4 versus 3. Into the A site. Nexer with the stop. Incendiary should burn Groovy if he commits to it. So backs away for now, smokes it. And desperately trying to land the bullets. The spray's too high. The Incendiary's in the smoke. And now, just like that, they have an advantage all over again.
Yeah, after noting those 2 players that were chasing down towards poor old Fiku, they sped it up. They made that hit count, and now MHL. No mollies to force him out, no util left for the CTs, just time ticking. Kit towards 2 of them, they're on the site, spotted, shot now rings out. No, Zamanek takes him down, but you can see the others are starting to wane. Nice work from MHL, but it's the 1v1. Grubby baited in on it, X has just about done this. I think that's gonna be close, but it should be fine. Oh gosh, that's the round they get back, is it?
Oh, that's a scary round right there. Very, very close stuff. x-kom, Ago did a fantastic job, and I want to show you this gap that I was talking about. So take a look. Ascarish just walking in middle with Groovy in tow. Jax is actually dealing with this, looking down the line. He throws a Molotov, and as that Molotov lands, Ascarish is in front of it, so they have no idea. Kenny walking on up, absolutely no clue this has happened, and that's how that opening went down towards middle.
Right.
So just find a timing right there. We'll get back underway.
Sometimes that utility landing is your perfect cue. You know there's going to probably be a little momentary lapse of vision. Hunter's having a go, though, very aggressively into the smoke with his MP7. He's gone all the way down, moonwalks into them, and MHL and Furlan catch the MP7. Hunter changing the pace completely and turns this round on its head. That's great. VQ's coming up short, though, and I don't know if Amanek's ready for that. The spray was good, but not quite enough to translate into a lethal stance. Amanek has been caught. VQ confirms the sandbags are clear. Short control is theirs. AGO. 2 rounds is all they need.
The last ones are sometimes the hardest to achieve, it feels. Maybe that speech was quite rousing. We said it had to be damn good, whatever he was going to say. And Amanek finding a new approach, finding a new way around. He might just be on the flank. I wonder how much time he has to play with it. He has to be very cautious. Kenny holds the line. That's excellent. And now the last two pinned in. Not sure how much they know that or how aware they are. But Amanek's got him pretty much dead to rights.
He's got him booked. He really does. Groovy from short. Will molly the headshot position. Amanek likely just to pause. If Fiku can find one here. No, Kenny's not interested. Not going to let that happen. Groovy thrust into a 1 versus 4, and just the one as G2 pull a necessary CT round out of the hat. That's stringing 2 together as well. You'll see that the T's are still flush for cash and will have everything they desire. But to remind you of how that one started, I'm sure the replay might have it. It was Hunter just taking over the game for a second. Underhand flash and jumping down with the supportive work of Amanek as well. Timeout. We've had 6 timeouts this Vertigo. That's how serious this is being taken.
And as much as we did say about Argo, obviously there's no pressure necessarily, but pride's a big factor here, and this is a really big opportunity for them. Obviously, you want to do well in the Pro League. You want to prove yourself, prove how damn good Vertigo is for you and as a team. Inferno was great to look at. Nuke, we'd rather forget, but this is an exciting one. 14-14, couldn't be closer between the two. Finally, we're seeing a bit of life back in the G2 squad. The rounds were sporadic prior to this, but now we have 2 back-to-back, and it couldn't have been at a better time for the G2 fans. But Argo still have the money, still have the buy, still right back at it.
Oh, tiniest of gaps in the MHL. The nearest shot. Viku's still got 134 ADR if my stats machine's not broken. That's a ridiculous number to be maintaining until 28 rounds of play.
I think G2 have finally cottoned on to this default approach here and are dunking down with a lot of damage time and time again, but it looks more direct from Aego in round number 29. Straight up towards A with all of their troops. Damage done almost through the boards.
Great flash, good damage as well from the wallbang. Hunter's got nothing left in the utility. Smoke from Amanek does buy him time and actually will smoke off that entranceway.
There's no close rotate for G2 right now if you have a look at the radar.
Oh yeah, geez, they're very invested to the potential for B.
Jax is the closest, starting to limp on over now. This is the same setup they went on pistol round, but it's on A.
Yes, and Hunter's spray gets 2. Groovy needs more. Jax is in the way. And we'll be able to contest if they start trying to close this gap without smokes, but I see 2 starting to blue.
Yeah, it's time now. MHL gonna assume the position that he's quite diligent at. And those smokes deep enough to lock in the site a fair amount. Molly comes in. Oskarish gets out before any damage was truly done. So this post-spawn's still actually pretty good, if I'm honest. HP's looking nice. Would have loved to have seen a bit more utility, but on the T side, 3 flashes, 1 just used, 2 in Kenny's hands. That's all they've got to play with, and MHL is watching this. Eyes trained, it's Amanek to find Oskarish though. He's in on the site, smoke goes up. Suddenly, it's panic, it's alarm bells. They're ringing, but the shot comes out. Jax goes down, he's on the bomb. Grubby knife out, gets nothing for it. It's gonna be a defuse. Oh, it's heartbreaking, the final hurdles.
Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. x-kom, Aego, so close to taking this one away and upsetting G2.
Hunter did well to find 2 here. No overwhelmed. Look at Groovy, just a little bit of an adjustment from Nexa. Tucked it on that far side of the box. Keeps him alive. He even heard the knife sound. He heard knife on crate and continued to hold his nerve and hold the defuse. Puts 15 on the board for G2, a compulsory round for their pursuit of Pro League glory. Fiku, though, very impressed by the way he made an announcement into this first and final map. Excuse me, Furlan was flashed, he didn't see it. Hunter has gone down.
That's a big piece of information right there. Hunter normally playing over towards the A site. If you're Aego right now, you know that the A defense might be a little bit weaker, and Kenny, he's up towards construction. Pressure can be applied.
Well, they're thinking about it, aren't they? Jackson, Amanek, Alex, this is deadly. Furlan's on the other side.
Oh my goodness. Nexa, yeah, he'll catch the lurk, but they know it's all on to Kenny. First found, Furlan down. MHL next on the plate, a quick flick, doesn't hit. And now the flash has failed. Bomb planted. Has to think about this one. Has to coordinate. Nexa with util as well. They've got kits. Overtime in the balance. Nexa's going to be making the calls here. You want to smoke for the bomb. You want to smoke for short. You've got both of them. That's the short smoke. Kenny responsible for the bomb. MHL the first to take contact. Time getting a bit too slim here, but very slim. And the smoke's missed as well. Kruby can fight. And it's going to overtime. There's no time left. Nexa just has to accept this fate. We're going to an overtime, folks. MR3, 16K after the break.
Gone all the way, all 3 maps, and even a dash of OT now. 15-15, we thought it was going to be Argos for a good time there. The streak was brilliant, but in the final moments, G2 suddenly woke up.
Some of the woes for G2 within that second half, with a lack of full buys towards the tail end. Able to make it work, able to get that money on their side, and able to push back against Ago, who were looking poised to take this one. As we kick things off, the timeout will be called from Ago.
Interesting.
Just want to talk through their final options. The ad break wasn't enough, but I understand. You want to make sure that everybody's in the right place, the right time, understanding the strategy and the approach. They found some gaps. They punished middle with some different pacings. Their default over towards A, MHL was actually able to come alive and find some picks. You can see there he's up to 17 kills now. We're sitting there just around the 10 mark not that long ago.
True, true.
As you can see at the top of your scoreboard, as we go into OT, 1st to 19. That's the magic number we're looking for. If we go 18-18, we do it all again. And the buy will be coming out from both teams with that 16K. So Hunter still wanting the preferential treatment for the AUG. AWP for Kenny, and, well, that doesn't really matter. He needed an extra flash. So here we go. Over towards B, flash through the windows to hold them on back. Next up, he's on his own this time round. Pressure applied. Fiku taking that B control. G2 actually starting to gamble quite heavily over towards the B side of things in the later stages of regulation. Now we can see being able to withstand that A push. It's the same old, same old. 3 players down towards the forklift room. Ferlin, MHL, the AWPA, and Askarish in tow with the bomb. Going for a boost. Amanek and Hunter pivoting on up. If he scopes on in, that will be heard. And they've gone for this 2-1-2 setup again on the CT side. So if if it isn't a finish again, Hunter and Amanek need to slow them down. So a kill and utility to allow the rotation to come on through. And right now in limbo, actually, Nex is coming over. They've set Kenny up with the AWP on B. So they'll bring a third rifler over towards this side of things. One-way smoke dribbles on out, and I think the action's about to go underway.
Yeah, he spots MHL, and Ferlin finds them. They know another short now. They'll try and wallbang him. Amanek's backed away into the side. Jax caught by Ferlin. He's on for third here. Amanek jeweled out, does finally stop him in his tracks. MHL with a wide swing. And he spots one. The flick's not there. The burn is, though. That's embarrassing. Nexus just got caught by the flames. Kenny keeping it level. Fiku's flank, though.
Dear.
This is round winning. This is defining. And poor old Kenny, left to his own devices now. Flank coming in, missing shots, bomb down, and it's Fleetco to convert it. So x-kom HEO have come into this first, well, about to call it the first overtime. It is the first overtime of the entire game. But 16 found, and that was the Ferlin boost. They'd even throw a nade at it.
So the nade that came in, potentially looking away, thinking it was a flash, but that's a big find right there from Ferlin. And you were right, creeping through the smoke, really opening up business. Get back underway. Guns will be out again. So the buys, you're going to see them every single round, ladies and gentlemen. There won't be any issues getting the guns that they want. It's a different look this time. Ferlin going more aggressively.
Let's go, Ferlin. Let's see what you got. His fights towards short last time around were pretty impressive. And of course, his performance so far. This is lovely. Catch. Next up. No information for you. You don't get the extras. You don't get everything you want. And Ferlin is so far ahead. He knows where Amanek is now. Would love that smoke to clear on Scaff eventually so he can get a little bit more of a look. But this man's presence is certainly paying dividends. Jax, though, having a little bit of a wonder himself. Now, this could be quite nice. MHL aware or not? Apparently so. These guys have got everything going now. I thought Argo might have hit their limit. I thought that was it that we saw. But no, there's a little extra.
They're playing games now in the overtime. The fact that they made no-nos over towards B, they didn't take territory of B lobby, that baited Nexer in for the push, and that's how they found the opening. And now G2 are scrambling. The aggressive moves, they have to come in. The gamble stacks. They need to put all their pieces in the right place, and guess what? Well, even with that flubbed Molotov, I was going to say they are in the wrong spot, but heading back over towards A, this could be the wrong call. Oh, they've been faked out again. G2.
Bloody hell. What a round from the Polish side. Yep. You love to see that.
Yeah, and the Molotovs are landing just as the rotate. Look at Amanek. He's gets through the flames and he's met by a single bullet. That's all. The wallbangs are there. The burn is there. Oh, Kenny's having a nightmare.
Oh, this one is over. There's no way Hunter's getting in a 1-on-5. Padding stats is about all he wrote. As MHL goes down as well. If they keep chasing him one at a time, the bomb has just gone down, so it could be possible, but I think the final 3, Ferlin, Askarish, and Gruby might tighten things up.
Yeah, I think they just made sure their laces are nice and tight for this final 15 seconds. He's got about 10 to kill 3 of them, so there's the one. Fake and quick frag needed, and there's Askarish. Oh, I'm never one to write out Hunter, especially when he's hitting shots like that. 34 kills as well. He is head and shoulders the lead fragger in the server.
Yeah, he had a banger of a first half. I think he had 20+ kills within the first half of the map, and then it's hard to keep up that level of form when you switch on over. So he's cooled a little bit, but still finding impact across the board. And Ago, 1 round away from clean sweeping the first half. And Ferlin, one of the veterans alongside of Gruby, really taking this game by storm right now. Big entries, big moves to take space and force out rotations. And again, he has the responsibility of faking over towards A. Single-handedly, dropping his utility, holding 2 members at bay. And there's the pressure towards middle again.
I love the steps, I love it all. It's gorgeous, the sound fakes, the cues, the flashes. Amanek unable to relay much information, an idea of presence, but it's mid. Plenty of presence, and Kenny forced away on the angle. Jax, he doesn't even get played off the back. This is brilliant from the T side.
Yeah, Nex is in trouble too. They're even going to molly him out. Clearly done their homework here. The fact that Groovy, after being boosted, continued his swing to check that close boost box. A flawless T-half on the agenda. The Royal Paladin M4 up against the Aquamarine Revenge. Kenny's missed a shot. I'm surprised he's alive. And so's he. Will be finished off eventually. Smoke not planted yet. Instead, they just want to fight. Now the smokes are arriving. Amanek's on the site. Hunter's caught bullets. The spray is there. Oh dear, this is another round that's just been systematically removed from the G2 contention. He's in the smoke. They're staring at it, hoping to nutmeg somehow, but Fiku's there in a position where he can trade. And so Hunter dead in 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, and 2. There we go. It's 18, folks. This is really getting dangerous. Chad, for G2, in order to lock this down, what were their T side? What was working on their T side?
Oh, they had Hunter just barreling up scaffolding, remember? He was just running up single-handedly, and they were flatlining A, and then it kind of tapered off towards the tail end of that half when they changed the pace up. So if they go back to that play, just barreling through, the way this round looks, Amanek will be throwing the smoke towards scaffolding, the flashes through the sky. It won't be that play. It looks like they're going for something a little bit more default right now. They've got Amanek dealing with mid, next dealing with the B push. Jack's going up towards the ladder room. Kenny and Hunter to deal with any A aggression. So not wanting to take the fight straight to that of Ago here, but if they get picked off, if they lose the opening duel, G2 are in a lot of trouble.
This is a matter of survival for G2. And it's got to be a flawless T-side run now. Pressure is certainly mounting in more ways than one. It's Kenny trying to keep control of this round, but it has been tricky. Furlan's been extremely valuable. This could be a shot and a half if Kenny hit it. Wards him away from the jump peak, but a miss is a miss at this point. You'd have loved to have had that.
They're walking up. Ruby's got the flash. Fake flash, now the real one. Now, surely, Furlan needs help, needs something. There's the flashbang, but he gets away. Groovy only gets the one. This is better for G2. It's do or die. 4 players still with their fate in their hands. MHL does have a good shot here to maintain short control. Nade's not going to do too much. Hunter wants to peek on that and does at least ward him away. Pulls out an incendiary. 30 seconds of play remaining.
Running out of time, they're running out of options, but they are getting a couple of kills. 3v2, and that's big. MHL going down, 25 seconds. Oscarish, the one who's still there. Hunter's on short, he's pushed for this if he gets the timing right, but I think it's all gonna be safe for now, G2. That is too close.
Oh dear, take a deep breath. Down to the final seconds there. That was a close round. Ago gambling with that rotation over towards the A site, having a very good idea that hit was coming on through, but G2 need to replicate something similar. 2 more rounds needed to take us to double OT. Things get very difficult for G2 if they lose this game, progressing very near impossible. We have to wait and see how the rest of Group A will shape on out. Ago, we know they're just playing for pride right now.
Yeah, they're doing a fantastic job at it.
And some loosey-goosey maneuvers from Furlan especially.
Where's Oscar's gun? Am I going mad? Oh, there we go. Sorry. Didn't have it for a second, it looked like.
Oh, look at this tiny gap. Kenny with an opening onto Furlan here. So there's an opening coming on through. Can MHL reply?
Still sticking around. Goes for the wacky wallbang, but at this point, it is going to get difficult. Hunter's found Groovy as well into the A site. MHL would have to do something quite heroic, but immediately traded. This round will slip away. Fiku and Oscarish.
We remember this story from the first half of the game. Fiku and Oscarish having to save time and time again after A was completely and utterly decimated time and time again. So now more of the same. This time, if they wanted to go for it and get stuck in, they could. But MHL doesn't have a great amount of cash. Maybe if Oscar stays alive, he can drop that AWP over to him in the following, just to have everything they need to go into the last round of the first set of overtime here. But Vertigo, they just need to find one. And you think that they could take a bit more of a risk. I know Furlan did just there on his own. But going into the last round, if you want, go for a push, you know, try something aggressive as a team. If you have any set flash maneuvers or aggressive plays that you've been holding on to, or even a gut feeling from somebody in the camp, pull it out now.
Go for it, why not? I mean, they've already secured second OT at worst.
Precisely. And
Might as well.
That's why I love it when we come into that. If you have a flawless first half in OT, taking a risk straight off the bat going into the second half, because normally teams are a bit unraveled. They're a bit worried about what approach they're going for. But regardless, here we go. Can Ago put a stop to this G2 comeback again?
Let's see if
There's a
they go.
risk. This is the... Ooh. MHL gets taken down by Kenny. If Groovy pushes forward, we might want to...
Amanek, though.
Okay, this is going to get real weird, folks.
They all pushing.
Amanek left an AK at spawn, so he's going to go that.
They have to. They have to go from some aggression here. Can't get caught out of the round again.
Just catch Kenny, though. As the smoke blooms, Amanek's going to be a bit salty about that one. And they're going to go for the long rotate through B for safety, leaving Furlan T-spawn.
He's going to lock them in with that AWP, so at least they won't be able to fall back. It's so difficult to rotate past this line where Furlan's posted on up, and you can see G2 was stalled out. They didn't know the A site was basically empty. Their smoke walls go up now. They still need to clear over towards the short position. Slow and steady stuff. Lots of nades to work with. 2 Molotovs, bunch of flashes, another smoke in Hunter's hands. The longer they wait, the better this is for Ago. Look at them all in position now, ready to swing on out and fight.
Yeah, this is going to be a brawl. The last round of overtime, folks. AGO want to take G2 out of playoff contention. And they've got a round to do it, and G2, 34 seconds to defend their honor.
Nades.
Nexa catches them. Only the one. Bombs planted, though, and that's mission complete. Looking to retreat and potentially caught. Fiku's mantle a little slow. Smoke and kits are present. There's only 2 smokes. Furlan and Fiku going to have to plan this one out correctly. One looks like Furlan intends to throw towards short, the other onto the bomb. Here we go. Now we're cooking. Who will have to stop that bomb first? That's the smoke onto the short position. Locks Amanek out.
They're on it.
They're on it. 3, 2, and 1. It's a defuse as G2's fades. Their hopes of playoffs no longer entirely in their hands. And AGO, the heartbreak.